Your destiny is waiting. Refuse to stop now. Listen to me carefully. What you are feeling right now is not random. It is not accidental. That emptiness inside you, that pressure you can't explain, that quiet but persistent feeling that something has to change, that is not anxiety. That is not confusion. That is your spirit waking up. It is your spirit recognizing the call of your Creator. So stop. Yes, you. Stop scrolling. Stop distracting yourself. Stop running from what you already know deep down. Because while the world is loud, while distractions are endless, while everyone is chasing something temporary, God has placed this exact message in your path for a reason. Not by chance, not by algorithm, by design. Your destiny is not something that will eventually happen one day far in the future. Your destiny is already waiting. It's not waiting for you to be perfect. It's not waiting for you to have more money. It's not waiting for you to figure everything out. It exists right now, in the middle of your chaos. Even if your eyes only see closed doors, even if your hands feel empty, even if your heart feels heavy and uncertain, your destiny is still there. It is the anchor of your soul. It is calling your name right now. And today, you are going to respond. Not tomorrow, not when things are easier, not when you feel ready. Today, because something shifts the moment you decide to stop running and start listening. One, God has kept you until now, the invisible hand. Look back for a moment, not to regret, not to dwell, but to recognize. There were moments in your life where you should have fallen apart, storms that should have taken you out, situations that should have destroyed your peace, moments where you were so close to breaking, and yet somehow you didn't. You're still here. Why? It's not luck. It's not coincidence. It's not even just your own strength. It's because there has always been a hand on your life, even when you didn't see it. There is a boundary around you that darkness cannot cross. Every time something tried to finish you, God stepped in and said, "Not this one, not yet." You are not surviving by accident. You are preserved on purpose. And the fact that you are still breathing, still thinking, still searching, is proof that your story is not finished. 2. Your destiny is stronger than your past. Your past has a voice, and it speaks loudly, especially in your quiet moments. It reminds you of your failures. It replays your mistakes. It tries to convince you that your story has already been decided. But your past is not a prophet. It is a liar. Because God does not consult your past to determine your future. He already wrote your ending before you lived your beginning. That means your worst moment does not define you. Your lowest season does not cancel you. Your mistakes do not disqualify you. Grace is not just forgiveness. Grace is power. Power to reset. Power to rebuild. Power to reposition you exactly where you are meant to be. You are not behind. You are being redirected. And sometimes, what feels like delay is actually divine correction, aligning you with something greater than what you originally imagined. 3. Refuse to stop now. The last step. This part matters, because this is where most people lose. Not at the beginning, not in the middle, but right before the breakthrough. Fatigue is real. Discouragement is real. Wanting to quit? Completely human. But stopping now would cost you more than continuing, because pressure increases right before progress appears. The resistance you feel is not a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're close. Closer than you think. Closer than it feels. Do not confuse a long journey with a dead end. You are not stuck. You are advancing, even if it feels slow. So keep moving, even if it's one step, even if it's messy, even if it's through tears, because every step forward is a victory. And one day,
You will look back and realize that the moment you almost quit was the moment everything was about to change. 4. Fear is an illusion. Fear feels real, but it isn't truth. Fear is a projection, a what if, a story your mind creates without evidence. It shows you worst-case scenarios and calls them reality. But fear has no substance. It is a shadow trying to convince you that there is danger, when in reality, there is opportunity. You don't defeat fear by waiting for it to disappear. You defeat fear by moving anyway. Say this in your spirit: I will not be controlled by what I feel. I will be guided by what I know. And what you know is this: you were not built to live small. You were not created to shrink back. You were not designed to stay stuck. Fear will always speak, but it does not get the final word.
Five, God's silence is not his absence. There are moments when you pray, and nothing seems to happen. No answer, no sign, no clear direction. It feels like silence. But silence does not mean abandonment. Silence means preparation. Because God often works behind the scenes before he reveals anything in front of you. He is aligning things you cannot see, opening doors you haven't reached yet, positioning people you haven't met yet. Just because it's quiet doesn't mean it's empty. Something is happening, and it's working in your favor, even now. 6. No force can stop what is meant for you. Hear this clearly. What is meant for you cannot be taken from you. Not by people, not by circumstances, not by opposition. When something is aligned with your purpose, it becomes protected. That doesn't mean there won't be resistance. It means resistance won't win. You are not fighting for your destiny. You are walking into something that has already been prepared. And what is prepared for you will recognize you when you arrive. 7. You are not walking alone. Even when it feels like it, you are not alone. There are moments where it feels like no one understands you. No one sees what you're going through. No one recognizes the weight you're carrying. But just because people don't see it, doesn't mean heaven doesn't. There is support around you that you cannot physically measure. Protection you cannot always perceive. You are being guided, even in the moments you feel lost, even in the moments you doubt. You are not forgotten. 8. Trust the process you don't understand. You don't need to understand everything to move forward. In fact, most of growth happens in confusion. Clarity often comes after obedience. So if you're waiting to feel 100% ready before you act, you'll stay stuck. Move with what you have. Take the step you can see, and trust that the next one will reveal itself. Progress is built through movement, not perfection. 9. What started in you will be finished. You didn't come this far to stop halfway. There is something inside you that refuses to give up, and that's not by accident. That's purpose. When something is planted in you, it doesn't leave until it's fulfilled. So if you still feel that pull, that desire, that vision, it's because it's not over, not even close. 10. You are being prepared, not punished. Sometimes life feels like everything is slowing down, like doors are closing, like progress has paused. But what feels like delay is often development. You are being strengthened, refined, built up for what's coming next. Because what's ahead of you requires a stronger version of you. 11. Doubt will try. 12. Your words shape your world. Pay attention to what you say about your life, because your words are not neutral, they are directional. If you constantly speak defeat, you will feel defeated. If you speak possibility, you begin to see it. Start speaking differently, not based on how things look, but based on where you're going. 13. You are stronger than you realize. You've already survived things you once thought you couldn't handle.
You've made it through days you didn't think you'd get through. That means something. It means there is strength in you that you haven't fully recognized yet. You are not fragile. You are forged. 14. Your background does not define your limit. Where you came from does not determine where you're going. Your past environment is not your final destination. You are allowed to outgrow your circumstances. You are allowed to become more. 15. This is a transition, not a destination. What you're
17. Focus determines direction. What you focus on grows. If you focus on problems, they expand. If you focus on purpose, you move forward. Choose your focus carefully. 18. You are not a victim. You are not here to just survive. You are here to build, to grow, to impact. Your life has meaning, and your presence matters. 19. Nothing has final authority over you. No label, no mistake, no opinion. You are not defined by temporary situations. 20. Your season is coming. Just because you don't see results yet doesn't mean nothing is happening. Growth often happens beneath the surface first. Be patient. Your time is coming. 21. Keep moving forward. Don't go back to what you've already outgrown. Don't return to what no longer serves you.